We're here at the 2025 St. Germain swap. Swap's really full this year. We're starting out at the end, and look who we find. We find Mitchell. Mitchell, we need that. What do you want for it?
For the channel, 20 bucks.
20 bucks, Lonnie. We got your gas tank. You can thank Mitchell. He's given you all kinds of parts over the years.
Heck yeah. Give me a shout out next time on the channel.
Well, you're getting a shout out. You're on right now.
I want a shout out while you're working on it. There you go.
All right, we'll do that. We'll show your sticker.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, thanks, Mitchell. All right, gas tank in hand. Check this out. Beautiful XLT special. Nice. Some hot sleds here today. 96 Ultra SP and a 97. Hopefully they're coming out. They're kind of in the shade. I may have to come back and reshoot this later. Nice sleds. Got an ovation there. Pogo stick type. Rows and rows of stuff here. All right, we got an RTX 447. Sweet. Good project for somebody. I don't need another RTX for a project, but somebody does. It looks like a nice sled. A trailer full of goodness. We got an Indy 400. We got a 500 Classic Evolved back in there behind it. And of course, another XLT. Nice old Panther. Good projects for somebody. 303 Panther, so that should have a Wankel in it. Cool. All kinds of parts, tracks. Never a shortage of tracks at this swap meet. All right, check out this Pantera. That's a sharp looking sled. 250 bucks, fresh barn find, it says on the tag. Somebody will take home that project today, I think. Another old cat, 400 bucks, runs and drives. Looks like an axial fan Panther. Cool. Morning, Bill. Got some more stuff on the trailer here. A couple Cougars.
Good morning, Nutter.
Got a Rupp. Good morning. Rupp American on there.
You need a Rupp for the Polaris garage?
Eventually I'm going to do a Rupp on the channel, but right now I got such a backlog. It's not the right day, and it's also not the right Rupp.
It didn't last long. It's already gone.
Yeah, well, when you come across the 72 Nitro 295, let me know.
I'll let you know.
That was my sled, one of my sleds when I was a kid. So yeah, good to see you. Yeah, thanks. Cool vintage helmets. Cool stuff. How about that? TX with the cylinders out the hood. Nice, and a 73 next to it. Cool. Tons of projects here today. Oh, we got Walnut's brother, the Indy Classic here. An Indy 400 stacked in behind it. A whole bunch of old wheelers on the trailer too. Cool. All right, back in the swap, we got a 5500, we got a 9500. Pretty cool. We got Basset Hound down here. Hi, puppy. He looks friendly. Always good skidoo stuff here with Craig Marchbank at the Marchbank Boyd trailer.
Glorious day.
Awesome swap, Craig. Thanks. There you go. Jag. Got Famous Phil's got his stuff out here today. Famous Phil.
How we doing, sir?
What's Phil famous for? Megaphones. Really loud one-lungers. That's what Phil's famous for. TX hood seats. Sold pile going already. That's good Polaris stuff out here. Channel patron Charlie Beckford over here.
Morning, everybody.
Morning. Guys, don't forget to see Charlie if you need hoods and belly pans and such. Yeah. Yeah, definitely in Polaris row. Charlie brought a 74 TX 440 $125. I don't know if there's a motor in it or not for that price. Oh, no motor. Still, good chassis for somebody. Drop a 488 fanner in there, oil injected. That'd be a good project. Let's see, we got more Polaris stuff over here. Gauges. Got a 440 TX motor. Got a couple of them. There you go, super stock Flannery built. Oh boy, the good stuff. No kidding. Good stuff there. He's got a whole bunch of TXL parts if a guy needed any of that too. Speedos, gauges. Look at all the stators and flywheels. Boy, he's got the Polaris stuff going today. Pipes, skids. Good thing I brought the convertible so I can't haul any of that home. Let's see, what's the clutch go for? $180 electric start clutch. Pretty cool. All kinds of good Polaris stuff in here. Don't see these too often. 250 RV, very cool. More Polaris stuff. Looks like a 340 TX motor there. Old clutches, old TX skid. Good skid for a one-lung racer. And the Wild Bill 20, that's the newest skid you can put in a Colt. Good upgrade. Lots of old moto ski projects here, and a snow flight, which is, I think it's a wheel horse variant. Sure looks like a wheel horse. $100 for the pair with the wheel horse hood. Oh, I think including this wheel horse.
Good deal there, eh?
Yeah, that's a steal. Yeah. Raider in the trailer. Ultrasonic. That'd be a fun project for somebody. Looks like most of a Yardman Snow Cub there. Guy could probably build on that.
One of them deals where you find something for
More Polaris stuff. Here's some gold rails.
It's like everybody that asks me for parts. I'm like, here, I found this. And they're like, well, it's not my best.
This guy here, he's hilarious and needs his own YouTube channel. All right, if you're gonna bring arts and crafts to sell at a sled show, this is what to bring. Scorpion, Skidoo, Arctic Cat, cool stuff. All right, here's a trailer full of fun stuff. How about the flames on this moto ski? Pretty cool. Got another Mirage back there. Cowie Drifter, $250 or best offer. $450 on the Black Hood Blizzard 5500. Ski Boost, $300. Walking right by a whole bunch of Polaris stuff here while I'm looking at those. Get some little racy skis for $500. Cleanish looking clutches. Brand new, $500 TXL. That is a bargain. You guys are wondering where I come up with brand new clutches. Here's one at a swap meet. 340 mod stock, fresh, $1,100. Cool, with pipes. 340 super stock, brand new, $2,000. Lots of racing motors today. All right, we got some Indy 600 motors. This is the super rare 83 only motor with the script heads. And this would be like an 84, 85 motor. And the 83 should not have oil injection, and the later one does. And there is indeed a pump on the later one, and the machine work's not done on that 83, so that's correct 83 motor. And this looks like a Centurion Indy. So cool, nice little pile of early triple Polaris liquids there. Centurion pipe, you don't find those everywhere. He's got all kinds of Polaris triple parts. Carbs, more closed face clutches. Plenty of vintage wear at this swap. $25 for that 1995 Polaris club jacket. I think that was what you got when you snow checked. Got some jerseys. I like this edge. but it's only a large. Won't even come close to fitting me. Memorabilia, vintage helmets, early Polaris suitcase gas tank, 65 bucks. Cool. All right, we got the shock absorber guys here. Amory Bob.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good, good.
Amory Bob here does the, what is it, vapor honing?
Vapor blasting, zinc plating.
Good stuff. You guys need to get a hold of him. There's Bob's website. If you need any of that done. Yeah, he's replating all Todd Klein's shocks. If you're wondering where Todd's getting those nice shocks done, that's it. So I gave you the website. Powder coating, good stuff. Got a card? I got one hanging on my wall, but we'll put it on the video.
There's the number.
There we go. Amory, Wisconsin, folks. Good guys at all the vintage sled shows. Thanks, Bob.
You bet, thanks.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Here, I got a sticker for you. Arctic Restoration Specialties pulling in late to the swap. Folks, Kevin Boggs, Polaris Ambassador.
What's up, guys?
All right, we're here at our favorite Scorpion guy. We'll let Kevin ride away first. All right, folks, we're here at our favorite Scorpion parts guy. Remember when vintage sleds? Well, him and Jack Palakangas are our favorites. But here we are. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Got to give him a plug every year.
Yeah.
If you need Scorpion parts, remember when vintage sleds? He's got a website. He sells stuff. He ships it all over. Brings it to swaps too. There's all your hats. I can't think of how many times I've ever seen a Herder's Husky hat. That's pretty cool. You see a Redline hat once in a while. Root, Ski Whiz, Blade hat, Skedaddler hat, Orange. Oh, I may be back. We'll see.
Are you talking to someone or yourself?
I'm filming.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Don't see this too often. Display of clean rebuilt carbs for sale. Lots of them. If you're not a clean the carbs guy, this could save you. Look at them. All sorts of them. All right, folks, this is my friend Paul, and he repairs all my leathers when they need repair, sews in pockets, new zippers, all that. He even does massive alterations, and I'm giving him a shameless plug. He's selling these two sleds, and if he doesn't sell them today, you can call him at Croyland Leather in Osceola, Wisconsin, if you're interested, see if he's still got them. 70 Panther 399 Kohler and a 68 Super Ole with the opposed 370. So there you go.
I got like 3 guys looking at that Olympic right now. I'm not sure it's going to come back with me, but
There you go.
this Panther that I found, it is so clean and original. Rebuilt motor, new rings, crank seals, carb kit.
Yep.
Repainted seat, skis and gas tank, and it purrs like a kitten.
Well, there you go, folks. If you're interested in it, Croyland Leather, or if you need any leather work done, Paul's the man. He's great with vintage Polaris leathers.
Thank you very much.
See you, Paul. Nice Colt. Got a trail back there. Got a whole trailer full of goodies here. Got Bayou. A whole bunch of really nice Articats. Looks like he's selling them too. We're not going to try to squeeze in there. More project sleds. There is no shortage this year, and I did not bring a trailer.
Mr. Nutter,
Hi, how you doing?
how are you? I watch you all the time.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Mike Bigger.
Mike
from
Bigger?
Menominee, Michigan.
Menominee, Michigan. He's donating to the Pizza and Beer Fund. Thanks, Mike.
You bet.
get better than your name on the screen. You're on the screen.
All right.
There you go.
I hope I didn't break it.
We'll find out if I get thousands of reports. We'll know. Thanks, Mike.
Great talking to you.
Yeah. Lots of wheel horse parts today. That's unusual. Another hood. Lots of Motoski Mirages today, too. Big signs. All right, this fellow's got a nice shady spot. Bunch of windshields. These aren't projects, these are done. Nice sleds. Nice sleds. The nose. Looks a lot like Greg's little Blizzard Elan there. Looks like a ready-made one-lung race sled there with that's the expensive motor. What size motor is that?
You know, I'm not even sure. The guy that I come with, Joe, I'm just his helper.
Okay. All right, it's been a year, folks. We filmed him ordering it last year. Here's the pickup. Ooh. Let's see this. Oh boy.
That is cool.
That is really cool. So that's going in a special place in Greg's bar where dogtails can't knock it off the counter.
I don't have to worry about my short.
No, I got to worry about my labs. So he does all these models. You can see his card there. Oh boy, yeah. Greg's telling me I need an XX skedaddler, but he does all these, and they're just incredible. So if you want a miniature of your favorite snowmobile, you got to get a hold of them. All right, another trailer full of sleds, leaf spring skis. No shortage of sleds today. Got a whole nother trailer. This one's mostly John Deere's. We do have this Arctic Cat on the end, but liquefier, 3 Spitfires in a row. That's a lot of little free air goodness there. Couple trail fires, and I think that's a Snowfire liquid, like a Spitfire but liquid, I believe. Got another Pantera here for sale. These are just nice looking sleds with the brown. Got a Citation 4500 back there. All kinds of projects or runners. Yep, clean your stuff. Best way to sell it, make it look nice. He isn't gonna get haggled down over a little dirt. All right, we're at Dr. Mario's. Here's Eileen. She's setting stuff up so Don can go buy stuff.
Oh yeah, and walk the scudder.
And walk the dog. But if you need your TXL car boots, Don's got them. They're pretty hard to find. So Dr. Mario's Vintage Polaris. I'll put his card in the video. Or Eileen's card, as it were. Yeah, they got the drivers too for your Polarises. Bunch of Arctic Cats. Cheetah, 900 bucks, runs. 400 bucks, 400 bucks, 250. If you're into these cats, the projects are here. All right, it's a hearth with like a homemade liquid conversion. That's pretty wild. I don't know what a guy does with that, but it's pretty cool to look at. All right, trailer full of snowjet projects. Don't see that too much. One of them is at least a one-lunger. It's got a Yamaha motor in it over there. Cool. Cool sleds, good projects for somebody. All right, folks, we're here with the Bear Creek boys at the swap meet. It's great to meet you guys. Tell them these guys have a YouTube channel. It's actually bigger than mine. They're somewhere between me and Todd. And they do a lot of vintage sled stuff. They're making videos for the younger guys. Tell my people your names. Run down the line.
So I'm Mike. I'd be Mark. I'm Caleb.
Caleb, awesome guys. So how do you, what kind of brand do you classify yourselves as? I see everything here.
We're a mixed bag. I say we're a bag of marbles.
Yeah.
We got just about everything. We dabble in sleds, quads, dirt bike, you name it. And by trade, you know, these two guys are mechanics, so their 9 to 5 is working on cars and power sports and that stuff. So.
Nice. I seen a tractor on your channel.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So that's cool. Old
If I had to
tractors.
classify us though, we're probably Yamaha.
Yamaha guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Kevin from Junkyard Dig showed up at your place.
Yeah,
And,
mostly Yamaha.
yeah.
Yep, Yamaha.
Cool. Cool. So guys, check them out. Check out their channel. They do some good stuff, and they're trying to bring vintage snowmobiles to the younger generation.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
keep it alive. Keep
Yep.
it alive. Somehow, one way or another.
All right, clean the carbs, boys.
Yeah,
the carbs.
carbs.
All right. More tracks. You got a 121 Lightning bolt there, fully studded, 95 bucks. And the studs are not total garbage. Fair price.
That's a saying.
More looking at the Bear Creek Boys stuff. Boy, they got track clips. You don't see track clips at swaps very often. Very cool. Very cool. All right, how about this? We got an SPX aggressive here, $13.95. Yeah, nice. She's a little scuffed on the hood, but overall, not bad. Very cool sled. Looks like it's got a decent enough track on it. Whole thing looks like a good package. And we got an Evolve Trail, probably a 488 fanner. And we got a school bus, an Edge Touring. That is a big sled. That's a clean Formula 3 there. And a clean MXZ. Nice. Need a gear bag? Nice vintage one there. Wow, look at all the pipes. Look at all these pipes. Holy crap. Little Jag, 250 bucks.
All in.
Oh, holy cow. Crankshaft motor. Nice. All kinds of stuff here. Cool stuff. Bet that thing cranks out the power. All right, Yamaha guys, there's a VMAX there for sale. And an EXT with a little bit of pinstripe on it for somebody. Nice old pinstripes on that thing. Cool. Let's see, we got an XLT engine, a Briggs & Stratton, early Freer TX, and a Merc. It says Merc, probably a Kohler. Some old brochures and stuff, magazines, memorabilia. Hi. This nice original seat. Got some fans here that watch the channel with Polaris stuff and Polaris gear.
These babies.
Holy cow.
3 of them.
Holy cow. How did you come across that? Oh, okay.
I think Mr. Peel down there bought a sled and it came with some extra goodies.
Those are goodies, all right. There's somebody looking for those. Cool.
Yeah, Douglas the Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
Gregory.
Doug, yeah. How you doing?
Good to see you.
Oh, is it?
In the morning, you're like, how we did get arrested back then.
Cool. Great seeing you. Holy cow. Look at that polished motor plate. Fancy. Got another Pantera. There's a plethora of Panteras here. 150 bucks, bad motor. Does have that nice seat. Those seats always held up really well. Articat used good material on those seats. Got an Indy 500, runs 300 bucks. No bumper, but it's got a chain to grab onto if you get stuck. And then we got a 400. This is a sweetie, ready to ride, 600 bucks with a 2-up seat. That is just a sweetheart. That is a bargain at 600 bucks. Holy cow, nice sled. Does look like it's been a little bit ditch banged in the salt, or maybe an open trailer, but a guy could replace those trailing arms and you'd never know. All right, we're at the Tony Rolfus trailer here. Tony brought some cool stuff. Custom 2, 950 bucks, super clean. Tony has always got the nice stuff. And 74 TX 250, last ran 5 years ago, original machine. That's incredible shape for an original machine. Super cool. Got these, all this cool stuff. Here's Tony.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
I'm gonna have to put a clip in of Tony driving that incredible swamp buggy he's got at the Polaris 70th, just so you remember who he is.
Come up sometime too. We're gonna do the tour.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
100%, Tony.
We'll get you some hours of content.
That would be great. I would love to do that. I know how to get a hold of you.
You got my number.
I think I do, and if not, Todd Hickey does.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, thanks. Experimental swamp buggy, love it. Here's Polaris leather, vintage helmets, Panther, J-Lo, $300, new clutch it says on the sticker. Tons of project sleds here. What's this one say? It's an Indy Sport, 1200 or best offer. Gone through bumper to bumper, motor resealed, new pistons. Sounds like a bargain. So I could pass through the area. Look what I found here. This is beautiful, an Evinrude skimmer. It's marked sold already, which is good because I don't want to haul anything home, but it's a Spirit of 76 edition. We showed you its Johnson brother at the Jumpin' Jack show recently and gave a bunch of technical details on these, but they're really neat sleds with a lot of weird technology. Would encourage you to go back and look at that Jumpin' Jack show where we showed under the hood. The really interesting thing on this one is it's a 440S, and I'm showing you that it has a slide rail suspension. But you know, for their time in the mid-70s, these were some beautiful sleds. And I really love the Spirit of 76 graphics on the hood. Very, very cool. All right, 76.7 TX skid, $300 rebuilt. And then this is interesting. I was just looking at this with Fred Smith. It's a Pro line, $1,000. Can't read everything on the label. Wild guess here, maybe an asphalt race skid. I'm not sure. If you know, you can leave a comment. What's that Pro line skid? All right, more good stuff in the trailer. Got a Yamaha one-lunger. Looks ready to race. Got a tether on it and everything. Got a Wall Brothers Racing sticker, so you know it's race ready. And $450 on this Citation 4500. All right, so this is the Eagle River Hall of Fame raffle sled. Pretty cool. Buy yourself a ticket, try to win it. Sold. $399 sold. 580 EXT over there next to it. Dragon. And
how's it going?
Good. Indy light jacket. That's wild. Don't see a lot of those around. All right, $550 for the TNT. Yeah.
$340.
Little one-lung racer, the Skidoo Farmer. She's got the big free air motor and a stinger pipe. That'd put it in mod class for the Wild Bill. All right, ski horse for sale. I had one of these when I was a kid. He wants $750 for it and tried to sell it. Gave me a hard sell on it. Yeah, my youth was that this thing sucked when I had it, or one just like it.
It won't suck now.
Oh, it'll be way better now than it was when I was 14. There you go. All right, folks, just showing you this old Johnson. She's an early one.
Yep.
634 mod Puma with stinger pipes. That's a sweet sled. EXT priced at $1,600. A little Arctic Cat and a Jag. Diablo Rouge, priced at $3 grand. Looks like a beautiful restoration.
I'm gonna open this up for you.
That'd be cool.
Yep. How's your YouTube channel going?
Great. Well, look at that. What kind of motor is that? A little Hertz?
300 hertz.
300 Hertz? Yeah, that's a great thing about a two-stroke. They don't have an oil sump. You can pretty much mount them any old way.
Yep.
Cool. Very cool. Disc brake. I didn't know they had a disc brake. Fancy.
When you go that fast, you gotta have a good brake.
Oh boy, I've ridden one, and oh boy, yep, they're pretty fun. My buddy wants one. I don't think he's up for this though. I think he's looking for one that's maybe freshly pulled from the tree row. Cool. Oh boy. Cool, thanks for starting it.
Yeah, you bet. You bet.
Oh, that's awesome.
Is that a Hertz in there? That is tree.
Kitty cat, Montana Panther. Some of the pipes are there. And what's that, a Formula Z. Price is right on that, 300 bucks says it runs.
All $100 bills.
All right, folks, you heard it. Chad bought this Model 100 cat. Very cool. Nice buy, Chad.
Thanks. Go sit down and cry some more, Brad.
Very cool. All right, Mike just refilled me with a PBR, and he's got this exciter for sale, 875 bucks. There you go. Kevin from Junkyard Digs, are you watching? This thing's like got your name on it. All right, Formula NMX 350, Indy 500, fuel injected evolved, 500 bucks. Yamaha Ovation. That is an interesting looking sled. I bet it looks better with the windshield. All right, we're almost to the end. We're saving the best of the swap for right now. This is probably the best thing I've seen in the swap. Not for sale, 4-cylinder King Cat. I'm saying that's the coolest thing I've seen in the swap meet today. That is just awesome. That is just cool. All right, it's the ASCOA. That's Antique Snowmobile Club of America Raffle sled. Little Andy. That's pretty sweet too. And they did guilt me into buying a couple tickets. Got to support the ASCOA. So thanks. All right, it's pretty crowded here, but I wanted to start the show right here with these awesome leathers. They're on display, and as you can see, they're probably a size small, but really cool to see that. And they're, of course, they're displayed here with this 440 XCR, so that's pretty neat. All right, so there's that 440 XCR from the other side behind those beautiful leathers. And then we got a little Liberty Twin wedge hood action going here with a 600 XC and a 700 XC. Super cool. Really love them. We got this XCR here, white hood XCR. And what's that? That's a big old Storm. Got an Ultra. It's not even an SP. It's just an Ultra, and it's an extra 12. XCF, fan-cooled 440. With more awesome leathers. Once again, definitely size small on those leathers, which is probably why they're on display, but super cool. Super cool. Another Storm. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, this is Wes. This is Wes Hole's sled right here. There's Wes Hole. All right, that is just a beautiful sled. You guys remember Wes put the decals on walnuts on the channel. You can go back and watch that video. And then Wes's Ultra, this is a custom. He told me about this. This is beautiful. Beautiful, Wes, thanks. We got El Tigre here. You know, these things were like an anvil. They were so reliable. They were good sled. Got a Z and another Z. in a, what do they call these? A mailbox? 1980 Arctic Cat Snow Pro. 74 440, 79 LT gray, and let's see, let's take a peek. She is the free air, so that'll be a 5,000. I hope this video comes out with the backlighting, but they're all indoors. So 340 EXT, that's a cool sled. Another Z 440, 1975. All right, we know who this is. This is Trent's Skedaddler. We did a big feature on this at the Duluth Nationals last year. All right, we got a cool, looks like a Dimmerman Brothers custom race sled there out of Forest Lake. Some asphalt skis on it. And looks like probably a snowcross sled there, cool. And 650, 73 Starfire Big Triple. And the even bigger one, the 800. Very cool. It must be in Starfire Row. There's a 295. And we got yet another one. This one's a 440. All right, Motoski Supersonic. Love the looks of these sleds. Absolutely love them. All right, if you're a twin track fan, there's a Manta. And another Manta. And a Raider at the end. Get you guys a look at the Raider there. All right, 72 Starfire Polaris. And yet another 70, that's a 72 Starfire again. And another one. And another 72 Starfire. What a bunch of cool Starfires right in a row. This is a 2+1, of course. Oh, it's the Baling collection. So, of course, the Balings always have beautiful sleds here. Here's another one. Beautiful 440 with the giant fins on it. And a 73 over. All right, we got a little Andy here. We got a 335 71 TX. Got another 67 Mustang. And another 71. Love the fins coming out of the hood. All right, this should get some people's blood pumping. 2003, this is my friend Mike Dorsky's sled. And this is the last year of the 800 XCR, the last triple Polaris made. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful sled. Thanks for bringing it out, Mike. All right, we got a 76 Starfire 340. We got a 76 Starfire 250. Got an LT Gray 5000. White hood. Got a Panther. What's it say on there? 634, so Hearth motor. And then this one is a 1966 Arctic Cat. All right, we got a pair of liquefiers here. These are the later ones. These are 1984, last year of production. Very low build, very seldom seen in this color scheme. Very cool to see two of them next to each other, especially in this coulda shape. Wow, those are some incredible sleds. All right, we got a slam down ZRT here. Looks like maybe a speed run sled. And a 396 Mod Panther, 1969. You can kind of tell by the bumper. The bumper is sort of the giveaway on these. Kawasaki Drifter. And yet another 1969 Arctic Cat Panther. Says it's a P19J, which should be a JLO engine. That's what the J means. Got an MXZ here. That's pretty sharp. That's pretty sharp. All right, we got an Aggressive Storm. Oh yeah, this is the Hall of Fame drawing to be held very soon, May 25th. So I do have some tickets purchased for this, and I would love to win that sled. Sorry if you think Aggressives are ugly people, but they kind of growing on me. I think they're kind of a good-looking sled. Nice little Scorpion display. Sorry it's backlit. That's just the way they have it set up. Some newer Arctic Cats. An F7. Both of them are F7s. A Joker. Firecat with spider webs. Another F7, the Canadian edition. How about this? World War II looking F7. Those are pretty neat. I love the graphics. All right, we got a 1976 John Deere Liquidator race sled and a 77, calls it an Ultimate Liquefier custom on the tag. I am not sure exactly what the qualifications are for being an Ultimate Liquefier. And another Z. All right, so that's the show under the pavilion. I'm gonna bring you guys outside now, and hopefully the lighting will be quite a bit better, and we'll go look at the sleds out on the ball field. All right, as we walk out on the ball field, the first thing I find is this unrestored 1967 Trail of Sled / Scorpion. Looking pretty good. He's got a SOX. I'm guessing it's an SA 290, maybe a 280 on this, and a little squirt can and spark plug wrench. Looks like he intends to run this thing, or maybe he already has today. Pretty cool. All right, here's some heavy metal for the Yamaha fans. VMAX 4s, aluminum skis, that's pretty cool. Suppose they had to cut weight wherever they could. Interesting view of the motor and the bulkhead. So the motor, you know, literally is basically a couple twins spliced together. I mean, done very well, done by the factory. I never knew this, that there's like a PTO off the center there. That's pretty wild. I had no idea. I'm not into the Yamaha, so there's a lot of things I don't know about these. But that PTO shaft is, that's super interesting. Obviously it worked. And there's the pink VMAX 4. So I'm guessing this is a his and hers pair with a very cool display with the bulkhead there. Marissa and Eric, thanks for bringing that out and showing it to me, because I learned something today. All right, let's check out some Articats. 399 EXT for sale, 7,500 bucks. Very, very restored. Interesting. It's a Kohler motor, K399 2T, but 2 carbs. Usually they have one and it points straight up. We call it the rain catcher. So very interesting resto. Yeah. How you doing? All right, 4-cylinder, 800 King Cat, very nice. And these are Larry's, you know, Larry hangs out with John Sina, he's over there. So we may have to get a better look at Larry's collection one of these days. The 800 Hearth Honker Triple King Cat and a 650, it looks like a J-Lo to me. I think that's what it is. That's pretty rare. That's really rare. All right, very nice pair of chaparrals here. Super cool sleds, polished tunnels. That one's a 650 triple. Very nice. Very cool. Sunnyside Farms John Deere. Lowell Getz, pretty cool. And he's got the Skidoo with a Skiboose behind it. Nice. All right, we have seen this display on prior years, but we'll walk through it again. I think it was basically the same sleds in the same spot last year. So, nice 76Z. You got an SSR. These SSRs were, in my opinion, probably the best looking Yamaha.
I don't know.
SRX. Got some Mercs. Got some Snow Twisters. Very cool. Another Merc. Another SRX. And another SRX. All right, we got the 634 SR Yamaha. We got another SRX. We got the black and gold one. Of all the SRXs, that's my favorite year, the black and gold year, 1980. GPX 433. These are always cool looking sled. The motors look cool with the big fins on them. 1981 SRX. Phaser. All right, there's one for you Phaser guys. All right, Rotary Johnsons. I love these. I've owned one. They're great sled. The 45s make plenty good power. Greg has one, so we're going to promise you that at some point we're going to drag Greg's out of storage and we're going to do a video on eliminating the killer butterfly valve. It was the Achilles heel, Achilles tendon of these. that would break free, go through the motor, wreck it, and there was no coming back. It's pretty easy to fix it, so it'll never be a problem. You just take it out and plug up the hole, but you do have to pull the motor, and it's a little involved getting the dash off and all that. Here's some more traditional Johnsons with the opposed twins in them. Very cool. I guess that one's an Evinrude. Both of them are an Evinrude in the middle. So nice display, guys. All right, we got some nice Polaris triples here. Mike's been telling me about them. He watches the channel. Thanks, Mike. So we got a 9650. We got a 94, just like Doc's, except for Doc. Well, that's a 133, isn't it?
This is RXL Touring.
Yeah, this is the same as Doc's. Doc's got the 133.5 track too. Very cool. And then Patty's sister. What's this one's name? It doesn't have a name yet. 1996 RXL, just like Patty, except for obviously Patty is full of mismatched stuff, and this one's nice. Oh, and that's a long track too. Oh, it's an RMK.
I made that.
Oh, you made it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. You can see he used the original tunnel extension and decal on it. So
that's as if it was come from the factory. That's how it's set up.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a guy on one of the forums that gave me the parts list that you would have used in 96 if you wanted to stretch it.
Really?
Use those part numbers to source all the stuff to make that into a 133.
Wow, that's great. That's great. Mike's got the select monitor, so he can actually read the values. That's what it does. It just gives you values as opposed to codes.
To set your throttle position sensor, that's about it.
Okay.
And other than that, it just tells you what's wrong.
Gotcha. Huh, neat. Cool, thank you for showing them to me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, 1970 Skidoo Nordic, 75 LT gray. Got a 71 TNT, that's beautiful. That's a very well done sled, but look at this. Oh, I love these nitros. 76 nitro. One of the best looking snowmobiles they made, I think. Got a 79 TX, free air, peek in there, and can tell from the fins it's a 340. Ward's Riverside. Don't see a lot of those. Polaris must have made that for Ward's. It sure looks like a Polaris. Neat sled, cool, thanks. All right, Abe Matthews Trailmaker with a snowplow and a wheel kit. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Chad definitely needs a snowplow kit for his. Got a big old Articat, well patinaed. Says it's a 1964 model 450. It's a side-by-side. That holds two people side by side. And we got this cute little Fox track. And 1964 model 380, 8-horse Kohler it says. So neat old sled. All right, nice display of Articats here. 73 Puma, 72 Puma, and 1980 LT Gray 6000. I do love these. I had an 81 I rode for years. They are a great sled. A ZRT 600. There's a triple for you Articat guys, and a ZRT 800, another Articat triple. So if you're a 90s triple guy, there you go. Nice. We'll give you a little peek. They got the hood propped open, and oh, they did all sorts of stuff. They got some D&D heads, probably D&D cylinders on there, and D&D pipes. Looks like the whole package. I bet she scoots. I bet that's a big bore kit. All right, here's something I don't see a lot of. It's a Kawasaki Shark Snow Pro clone. Very cool. It has to be a clone because they crushed all the originals. But you never know, there may be some original parts sneaking in there. I understand some of the motor parts snuck out before they crushed everything. Super cool. All right, Snowjet 340 FA SST. 1970 Puma. She's got some pipes coming out of the hood. Cross Country Cat. Very cool. T-Gray 295 and 78 Cheetah. Another restored Bolins. 72 TX Starfire. think it's 71 TX, but it's got some nice pipes on it. Mikuni round slides mounted on flanges like later motors. All right, I'm closing out the 2025 St. Germain video, sitting here with Chad's Arctic Cat 100 that he bought. Want to say a huge thanks to everybody that watched this video, and please hit subscribe. I'll be bringing you some more show and swap videos and maybe some collection videos throughout the summer, as well as our ongoing builds. So really appreciate you for watching us. Huge thanks to anybody that gave us a super thanks. Those really help with YouTube, with the algorithm, as well as supporting the ongoing costs of keeping the shop going. And I also want to say thanks to the patrons for their support. If you don't know, the patron is like a YouTube membership, but it's off-site at Patreon, which has got better terms for the creator. And for $5 or $10 a month, you can sign up. As you see, you get your name up on the screen, and there are 2 screens worth of names. And you also get to see patron-only videos, and you get to watch everything early and ad-free on Patreon. And some of those patron-only videos, some of those are pretty fun. So consider the Patreon. So with that said, thanks, and we'll catch you at the next swap meet. Hey, I got to come back to the video real quick. There's something I missed. On the way out, Wes handed me some stuff, and I was just on my way out. The camera was put away, and I didn't have time to film it. But really cool. Wes gave me the helmet that matches the XCR 800. How's that? Now, I'll probably never wear it. It's just for display. But the other thing that Wes gave me were these for walnuts, bumper guards. How about that? So Wes is making all kinds of cool stuff like this, and I want to get his plug in here at the end of the video. So it's wesholt1@gmail.com. And as you remember, Wes helped me put the decals on walnuts, and Wes is a good guy, and he's very handy at making this stuff. So check him out.